Alright, my build is great for killing bosses and big packs, but it kinda sucks at mapping. It's real slow, it's real tedious, and it's real weak defensively. I have, not great defenses on all of my stuff, but because I'm using a unique chest piece that's only got 300 armor and evasion, I basically have no armor and evasion, so I spec'd out of it. Instead of speccing down through all these projectiles, then over through here to get this armor and evasion, and then down, I just went this way. I needed the intelligence because I wanted to try out Trinity, which didn't work, so now I'm using Elemental Confluix. Eventually, I'll have enough mana to be able to rock the one that generates power charges when I dodge roll, but for now I don't have that. I could get rid of this, but I'm using Combat Frenzy, which is going to give me 50% more something whenever I consume it. There you go. 14% more skill speed while you have a Frenzy charge, so I'm just doing that for 14% more skill speed. That's pretty good. I want to find a way to get endurance charges and then power charges, but that'll come later. That'll come for the end game. Two-handed damage. I'm using this bad boy +1 to grenade use, so I can drop 2 cluster grenades. And you see how they're tight in a circle like that? I'm rocking that with this bad boy here. Nova projectiles with adhesive grenades. Let's remove adhesive grenades. Let's take a look at what that double shot looks like, trying to get it tight. See how it's spread out like that? And then you drop the adhesive grenades in this bad boy. And you go to a boss, you shoot it with your rapid fire, he stuns, and then you just hit. You only need one of those. And all 5 of these are going to hit. And my crossbow doesn't even have cluster grenades, right? This was a pretty cheap crossbow, just a few exalted orbs, and I hit it a couple times. And I was able to get this bad boy going. But once I save up enough money to get a grenade one, assuming I still use grenades, it'll get even stronger, because that's a whole nother grenade added to the mix. Grabbing the pin's great. Grabbing the mobility so I can shoot and not get slowed down. This bad boy is giving me 5 movement speed, 5 mana, 5 life. It's a bit annoying to get 10 above of each, and then I am making them all the same here, so I should be immune to chill, ignite, and shock, but I'm not immune to chilled, ignite, or shocked ground. Then I'm going crit. I'm checking this node here. 30% increased damage if you consumed a frenzy charge recently, which is 4 seconds usually. And then 10% skill speed if you consumed a frenzy charge, and then 10 strength. I kind of needed the strength, and it's got 10 damage going into it, so it's not that bad of a node to pop on. And then I got crit up here, and then some damage from heralds, and then this bad boy, mostly for the 2% movement speed, right? If you're going to give me movement speed and damage, I'm going to take it. That's what's going to happen. I say that as I don't have this node here, but whatever. That's what I'm doing with this bad boy. It's a bit congested. It's not quite focused enough on get grenades. I only really have the 1 grenade node here, and that's it. But projectile damage counts as grenades. But the grades don't need any more damage, right? I drop this bad boy, and every boss is dead. So I'm just going to run a few easier maps, because this build sucks ass at mapping. It's super slow, and if you do one of the Abyss portals, I'm there for like 20 to 30 minutes a fucking map. It's ridiculous. It is. It takes way too long for me to map the difficult maps with this. But if it's a little bit easier, I can kind of get into the mix, throw these grenades around, take some names, chew some bubblegum, and lick some ass. And because I'm a crossbow, running is awkward. Anytime I try to sprint and then unsprint, I have to like let go of the AWSD, and that's the only way I unsprint. But my muscle memory doesn't allow that. So when I'm sprinting, I'll try to hit the dodge button, which doesn't work, and then I'll try to use my crossbow, and sometimes I need to reload my crossbow, so it just kind of keeps me running. So I die from sprinting all the time because I'm using a crossbow, and the reloading is super wonky. So I'm not a huge fan of the sprint. I think if you need sprint in the game, you have a fundamental problem with the pacing and map size of your game, and sprint is a band-aid. So why they put such negative aspects to their band-aid, I understand, because they don't want you sprinting in combat. But I think if they made it an oscillating thing, not oscillating, a crescendoing thing, where as you're running, you just slowly get more movement speed, so you just naturally start to sprint. Like you're running here, and then after like 1 second, it'll increase by like 10%. Another second, it'll increase by 10%, and another second, you know, 10%. Or maybe wait 3 seconds before it increases, so you run for 3 seconds, and then all of a sudden you're sprinting. So that way you can't really use it in combat, realistically. I think that's why they want the dodging, so you don't just run past everything. Not the dodging, the tripping. Now I could use sprint on press and hold instead of press and click, meaning that you hold it the whole time you want to run and you can't let it go. There's a setting in the options to switch that. But because I use my dodge roll on my mouse button, I don't want to hold the mouse button because it gets my thumb tired because I'm old. So that sucks. A sprint button, a dedicated sprint button, makes so much more sense than to combine it with dodge roll. I like the idea of having efficiency, so there's one button that does multiple actions, but it doesn't work for the Demon Hunter. I don't even know what fucking game I'm playing. For the Mercenary, because of Mirage Archer. When you dodge roll, it increases the count on Mirage Archer. So dodge roll, I have my Mirage Archer, and when he vanishes, it gives me a timer up here. I got 6 seconds, I can't dodge roll or it resets. So then I dodge roll. So if I want to sprint, I have to dodge roll and then sprint. Then if I also want to sprint, it drops my my little ninja boys. So if I had a button to dedicate sprint, I can actually unallocate dodge roll, or at least not dodge roll a lot, so that way I can properly utilize my little dodge roll boy. Overheated my gun. Yeah, I don't like this build. It works. Once I get to the bossing, you'll see it work spectacularly for the bossing. But it is just so much maintenance with your machine gun overheating, with the mana cost of the rockets, or the grenades. Yeah, it's just a huge pain in the ass. I haven't played a lot of builds, but out of all the builds I played, this one's the biggest pain in the ass. It has the most amount of buttons. It's the least tanky. It's just constant maintenance to play this build, so I can't really recommend it. But did it work well as a starter? Yeah, it did. I got through the game just fine. I made it to T5. T15's pretty fine. It just worked. And for big groups like that, it just slaps asses. Does that good old kickity clap. And it is pretty great. I haven't done a lot of bossing, so you know, I'm just getting into the mix, right? Just got done with the day at work, and I'm just getting right back into it. So I haven't done some hard level bossing, but I have cleared. I never know what button that is. Nope. Atlas skill tree. So I've cleared 2 of these guys. None of these. What the hell do I gotta do to clear this? Oh, with at least 6 modifiers. Yeah, I'm not running 6 modifiers yet. I did one of those bad boys. I did a breach boss. I don't even... Yeah, that's it. So the breach boss, he died in 1 hit. He was the first level. I don't know how much harder they get over time, but yeah, I just wrecked him. Just 1 batch of cluster bombs and he was dead, I think. Those cluster bombs are sick, and if you can time it with the fire conflux, it's just pretty solid. Ooh, that fucking spear checker. You got me good. I don't know what I'm going to do for defenses. My body armor currently is preventing me from being very defensive. But it's also the thing that allows me to just Black and Decker bosses. And I like Black and Decker and bosses. If I'm gonna have a slow build, it better kill bosses quick. And this one kills bosses quick. But I overloaded the gun again, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't overload the gun. Let's go kill this boss real quick before I fuck with that. Takes so long to fuck with that shit. Oh, I did overload it again though. Dump my load, wait for that to chill out. And let's do a full rotation on this boss. I'll show you how the combo goes if you really want to like amp it up. Are you cursing at me? You're gonna charge your thing up a little bit. You're gonna hit the Q for that. Then you're gonna do a dodge roll, cluster bomb. I didn't hit enough mana potions. My second cluster bomb didn't go off. Mana potions are a problem. But it just pretty much, you pin the boss, you kill the boss. The boss is, this is 10 out of 10 bosser. You don't even need any of that. Literally all you do is you hit them with your machine gun, they get pinned, then you walk up and you tink, tink, done. Super easy, great bosser, terrible at mapping. Well, I wouldn't say terrible at mapping. It's a 10 out of 10 on the bossing. It's like 3 out of 10 for the mapping. Now, unless you can get defensive. If you can get defensive, then the mapping's pretty solid. Because then you can run in and do what I just did. You walk up to the elite, and then you hit them with the cluster bomb, and then they just die. But because I'm so twinkish, I have to like play like a coward, and it sucks. You gotta roll around, you gotta stay defensive, you gotta pin out all the white enemies. It's just so much fucking maintenance. Has a bit of a straggler problem too. It leaves a lot of stragglers around. Slips past the cracks of my grenards. I hit the tree with those grenades. Big ol' whiff. Ran out of mana. This is where Chain would be better than Pierce. But overall, I find that I like Pierce better. On my thing, I'm using Pierce 3. All projectiles Pierce. Turns it into a bit of a laser beam, and you just hit right through everybody, especially in like alleyways. It just kind of wrecks. And for bosses, it doesn't reduce the damage. Not that you really need the damage to be reduced, because your grenades do all the work. See, I didn't even need to run. A map is complete. I just, you know, I wanted to die before I got out. And that's what that was. I'm not sure what else I can show you, what another map run will do. You kind of saw the gist. But I guess we'll do another one. I'll try to be a little bit quicker. Let's do one with less content. So do I have any that's just a boss with no extra content? God, I hate this fucking endgame. It's miserable. This is so fucking tedious. I hate it. I will never like it. It's the worst part of the game. It's the blight of the game. If blight sucked and wasn't dope. Yeah, it's a big old fuckarooski. And it's just a mess. There's just shit everywhere. There we go. +1 to level, so it's gonna be a little difficult, but we'll be fine. still haven't tried to get my next ascendancy because my next ascendancy will be something lame. It's either going to be these defenses, which is pointless because, you know, I got nothing for defenses unless I get rid of this bad boy, which I probably will, and then pump up to here and then try to focus on a little bit more defense. So that might be pretty dope. Or I can get supporting fire, which might be kind of cool to just have like a little button to press, because sometimes I get stuck. But that's one more button to press probably. I don't think it happens automatically, and I'm already strapped for buttons. I'm hitting dodge, I'm hitting sprint, I'm reloading, I'm fucking throwing 2 grenades and a mortar every now and then. Guess I don't really mortar. It's mostly 4 buttons, but still, that's too many buttons. I get they want combos and they think that's what good combat is, but nah, fuck that. Is this a new map and they made it even longer? Fucking Scorpion bro got wrecked. Oh, I overloaded my gun. Let's get this bitch open. Ooh, gold ring. Those can be good. Those can be good. Come on, you can climb upstairs. I believe in you. I just feel like my build should, I should be able to clear this shit faster. Maybe I got spoiled from all my other more powerful builds and Trample Toe. I don't even know if Trample Toe's still in the game. If Trample Toe's still in the game, I should just get that and it'll fix everything. Wait, can I go to the trade? I can go to the trade right here. Oh, Trample Toe does exist. Oh shit. Yeah, I just fixed all my problems. Oh, overkill damage within 3 meters. Yeah, I think that might fix everything. I'll lose more movement speed, but whatever. I'll try that out and see if that works. Help me with this clear. But I think I'm done with the grenades as a whole. I think I might do a bunch of non-boss content and then just go through the bosses with grenades, or set up a weapon swap for grenades. Because I'm getting pretty tired of grenades. Now, there's more cool things you do with grenades, like have them go off instantly by shooting them with a different bow. But that was just also more shit you had to do. And I like the big delay and the explosion of the grenades. I just wish the rapid fire didn't overheat. It just kind of makes a really unenjoyable dynamic. Having to pay attention to your gun not overheating. I just don't like it. I had this friend had a really shitty racer car. I forgot what it was. I think it was a Dodge Neon SRT4, and he put 3 kill switches in it, so you couldn't steal his car, and you had to identify all 3 kill switches, and then you flip them. There was one in his fucking glove box, so every time you wanted to start his car, you had to open his glove box and flip a switch. I'm like, dude, your car is like $24,000. Who the fuck is gonna be after your car this goddamn much? And he hit me with some information I didn't know how to deal with. And it was like, why the fuck you care? Leave me alone. And I was like, shit. Why the fuck do I care? It ain't my car. He's a dumbass. He can do that. So, you know, if GGG wants to make their builds 35 fucking buttons, I don't have to play that build. I can pick a different build. Assuming there's a different build. I just want to talk about a guy with 3 kill switches in his car. For those of you who don't know what a kill switch is, it's where you wire something that cuts off the power for your car, typically to the battery. Shuts off the battery, and then you have to hit these little switches, or buttons if you want, in order to connect the circuit. At least I think that's how it works. Either way, you gotta hit these 3 buttons before the car will turn over and start. I'm pretty sure that includes hot wiring or anything like that. So unless you know where these kill switches are, you're not gonna be able to start the car. And he felt that having 1 kill switch wasn't enough. So, you know, might as well, if you're gonna do 1, you might as well do 3. But he usually drove us everywhere, and resulted in very long periods of us fucking hitting all these goddamn kill switches. Mostly I'm just fucking rambling because I'm actually kind of bored. This end game is just kind of fucking boring. I have no real reason why I'm playing. I don't really, there was no new content added really. I've already done the Abyss stuff. The only reason I'd really keep playing is to build another build. You know what? I might be fucking done. I might be done with the league. Now that I'm talking about it. So many other games I could play while they, you know, work on this bad boy. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to be playing fast. But I can't figure out where this goddamn boss is. He's probably up here. I picked you up. Yes, I did. Why will my gun not work? Is it overheated? Why the fuck won't my gun work? The fuck? Oh my god, leave me the fuck alone. I just want to pick up this fucking ring. God damn it. And then find where this boss is. This was not fast. I said I was gonna play fast. This was the opposite of playing fast. Yeah, this game and this build, it's all just too slow. It's all, even with sprint, because sprint is nothing but a death mechanic. It is all too slow. Alright. I'm only gonna do the lazy cluster grenade. I'm just gonna stun them down. Oh, a ballista. Oh, well, I missed that entire interaction. It's alright. Grenade. Oh, I gotta use the ballista. Yeah, fuck, nerd. Oh, gotta use the ballista. Well, that was a disappointing boss because he, like, wouldn't let me one-shot him. It's dope when I can one-shot the bosses. Loads additional bolt. We got that blue guy. Give me this helmet. Yeah, so to move forward from this build, because I'm tired of it, obviously it works, right? You can run through, kill the boss. I'm at level 88. I'm halfway through. You just play slow and cautiously. You'll get through it. The defenses are basically the worst part of the build. It's a pure glass cannon build, and it makes me sick to play a glass cannon build, because that's just irresponsible and lazy. Damn. It's like the worst possible. You want positive fire and cold and negative lightning. Fuck you, dick. Alright, so to move forward with this build, I will either switch it up to where it's doing 3 elements of damage. Let me see what we got here for some gems. To improve it, I will probably do sustained. What does that mean? Load your crossbow with enemy-seeking payloads, which are fired into the air, dropping bolts near every enemy in the target. These bolts lodge into the ground and explode after a short delay. I am tired of short delay explosions, so that is not the fire pick. Explosive shot. Load your crossbow with a flaming bolt. Explodes on impact. The explosion will cause any grenades in the area to explode. Seems like it's going to be reducing damage, so incendiary shot is likely the winner. I can do some flammability ignite shenanigans with incendiary shot. Or I could just fucking go pure fizz or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe do incendiary. Then lightning shock burst rounds. And what's the cold one? Ice shards? Galvanic bolt. Load your crossbow with icy bolts. Ice shards. Yeah, probably fragmentation grenades. Wait, that's not fire. Incendiary shot, then ice shot, then lightning would be probably galvanic shards. Though this charge one, I put it on there just to kind of see what it did. Does seem kind of cool. And with the big old fucking charge beam. So instead of using the grenades, I can use the charge beam for the bosses once they're stunned. If it does enough damage. So I might try that out. See how it's like lightning conflict, so I can use the lightning skills. It switches to ice, then I use the ice skills, and that does 54% more damage with that element. So whenever it's on that element, I'm going to be doing essentially almost double damage. It probably is double damage. And that will hopefully allow me to, you know, do far more clear without needing to rely on delayed grenades. Because it's really that delay in the grenades. It's irksome. But it is nice to clear the whole screen. Alright, I'm just rambling. I recorded a video before this, but it was just so long. I did 3 maps, and it was like fucking an hour long. This game's slow. I'll check you later.